YouTube, hello, welcome to the stream. Something a little bit different again. Today, we're doing a shorter upload. We're doing a tier list, but not any tier list. We're going to be ranking the 2023 sub goals from this channel. Tina was nice enough to make a tier list for this. So I will link it down below if you want to do the tier list and send it over to me. And tier list is easy content. That's why a lot of streamers and YouTubers do it. Easy content. You could rage bait for views. But yeah, we're just going to listen to some music and talk about the sub goals from last year and rank them on a tier list. And hopefully you enjoy. This shouldn't be a long video, but who knows how yappy I may feel. Either way, I hope you enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe on the video. And I don't know when this is going live, but whenever it goes live, we will be back to your normally scheduled 4 5-hour uploads. YouTube, I love you. Hope you enjoy. See you in a second. All right, YouTube, here we are. We got the sub goals right here. Oh, thank you, my wife. I think we'll go in order. Hold on, Glasses sent me a list of the order we played them in. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So, number 1 was Pimp My Ride. Oh, what did we say about Pimp My Ride? That game was a complete mess, but the cutscenes were pretty good. Just the dialogue with Exhibit talking to the NPCs was pretty funny. There was some wild stuff said in that game. We only played it for a stream. I think we only played it for like 3 hours or something. It was wild, though. It was wild. I had more fun than I thought playing that game, but it is definitely not a good game. I think for now, we may revisit this, but for now, I think we'll put it in B. I liked it. Also, Tina went above and beyond and got the thumbnails for this as well, which was nice. Dude, some of the stuff that was in the trunk of that game. Oh, also, YouTube, I'll link the VODs for all these games down below if you missed it or want to watch it. It was, bro, the mechanical bull was back there. There's like a tattoo gun.
Yeah, dude.
It was crazy. Hold on one second, chat. And, I mean, it was the first sub goal. I knew you guys were going to hit it, so it was a guaranteed meme one. I think B is good. Oh, the microwave and the console, true. Do you want me to link this in chat? Yeah, it should be pinned. But, yeah, you can link it so they can do it if they want. All right, next up was Glover. Oh, Glover. Love the thumbnail. This game is so bad. Glover is such a bad game. It's such a shit game. I did enjoy playing it because it was a throwback to when I was younger and I thought Glover was awesome. It was never good. Glover's so bad. But it's a game where you play as a glove and you have a ball as a weapon or some shit. Controlling it is bad. The levels are bad. It was a wild time. It was back then, too, when 3D games were just kind of starting, so it looks like shit. It's not good. I think we did get a couple of clips out of Glover, though. We did get a bunch of clips out of Pimp My Ride, more than I thought. But, yeah, we played the new remastered version. It was still bad. I can't really recommend it. But it was... It was definitely an experience. But yeah, I think we only played that for like 2 hours or 2.5 hours or so. That was another low one. I don't remember the values of these. I just remember what order we played them in. But Glover, I'm so sorry. I'll probably never play you again. I'll never play it again. Next is Resident Evil Outbreak. I really wanted to love this game, but I just think in its current state, or it came out too soon. The technology wasn't there yet. I think if Outbreak came out today, it'd be so much better. But I didn't grow up with this game on the PS2, so I have no nostalgia for it. It was fine. It was a little scuffed. I really, really wish they'd make another one. Or at least try again, like a new version or remake this one. And since I didn't like the first one, I'm probably not going to play the second one. I don't even know if the second one's any better. But I'll probably put it in C. There was nothing inherently wrong with it. You know, I definitely had more fun than Glover. But I also played it solo. I know some people play it online to this day. There's a way to play it, I think, through emulation online with people, but I don't think if I played it with a group, I'd enjoy it more. It's just kind of, they were trying something new, and it definitely didn't all work. If I had some nostalgia for it, I think I would like it more, but yeah, I played it for like 3 hours. I played like the first 2 levels, and I was good. Also, there's like a whole bunch of characters. They had all these different stats and stuff, and yeah, I don't know. Please try again, Capcom. Try RE Outbreak again. I think it would really hit. It did have the Trussy, though. It did have the Trussy. That's true. That's true. All right, next up is Prototype. Prototype 1 is the next game we played. Are most Resident Evil games the same? For the most part. You have like the fixed camera games and the third-person games. Prototype 1 was pretty good. People said it was better. I've heard, well, I shouldn't say people. Some people said Prototype 1 was much better than Prototype 2. I think I actually enjoyed Prototype 2 more than Prototype 1. But Prototype 1 was still a lot of fun. That final boss fight wasn't great, but it was fun flying around, and using all the powers and stuff was pretty cool. Alex Mercer is an edgelord, but it was still fun playing as him. Some of the boss fights in that game, there was the final boss I just mentioned, and then there's a boss toward the end of the game that was also really fucking annoying. It's kind of janky, but in a good way. I definitely like the second one more than the first one. The first one was pretty good. I might put it above Resident Evil Outbreak in C, or I might put it in B below Pit My Ride for how much I enjoyed it. I mean, we did finish the game, which would be the first game of these I finished. You know what? Maybe I put it in high B. I'll put it in high B. I definitely enjoyed it more than I didn't enjoy it. I don't think I'll go back and go for the achievements or the completion because it's apparently very difficult. Some of those like time trials are crazy. But yeah, it was a good time. I think sometime in the future I'll have Light make a highlight combining Prototype 1 and Prototype 2. Even though I played Prototype 2 first. God, I played Prototype 2 in like 2016 or some shit, so that's an old-ass playthrough, but I don't think they're making another Prototype anytime soon, so we'll just do those 2 games. Next up is Untitled Goose Game with Tina. I love it, dude. Anytime I get to play games with Tina, it's so fun. It's such a silly game. We were able to be silly gooses. It was only like 3 hours long. It was such a good time. I wish we played it earlier, because by the time we played it, no one gave a shit about Untitled Goose Game anymore. But it was such a good time. We got to bring back Tom Hanks, the icon. And I think that was Tina's first time playing Untitled Goose Game. I mean, there's not much to say. I'm sure you guys know what it is. The game's only like 2 hours long, 2.5 hours long. And you get to be silly gooses and really be menaces. It was a ton of fun. We fucked around with the townspeople and we fucked around with each other. It was great. Shout out to games with my wife. And shout out to the Gritty Goose, dude. A little bit of wet bread. Truly. Truly. And there is a honk button. There's a dedicated honk button. All right, next up is... Oh, Black Mesa. Black Mesa was so good. The only time I played Half-Life, the original Half-Life, was the PS2 version from back in the day. I remember liking that, but it was kind of toned down a bit because it had to fit on a PS2. But this was so fun. A lot of good clips, a lot of good moments. It controlled great. It looked great. It was so fun. I think they're working on a new Black Mesa version for, was it like Blue Shift, right? The DLC or expansion. So I'm excited to check that out. Maybe I'll check out Half-Life 2 at some point. But this was a ton of fun. I wasn't sure if I was going to like this or play it all the way through. But I really, really, really like Black Mesa. If you haven't played a Half-Life game before, play this. It's so good. It is so good. Why no White Mesa? Oh shit, asking the right questions. Does the new thing they're working on have a date? Like the Blue Shifts thing they're doing? Blue Shift campaign. Oh, it's community made. Oh, I see. I might have to look into that. All right, next up is Prey 2017. Oh my god, dude. I feel so bad for Jamie. Dude. She was so excited. The last 2 games Jamie has been excited for me to play didn't work out. I could not do this game, dude. I played this game for 2.5 hours. I was bored out of my mind. I was so bored. Which is a shame because 98% of people who play this game loves this game. But I couldn't do it. There were like no clips. It was just a nothing burger game. I didn't fuck with this game at all. Maybe it gets better later on, but after 2.5 hours, I was just like, I'm out of there, dude. I'm out of there. Out of these games, it's probably the thing I enjoyed the least, unfortunately. Also, Jamie recommended this game, and then she also wanted me to play web fishing, which I was totally down for. And then you can't play web fishing if you're a streamer 99% of the time. So, fuck web fishing, and fuck the person who makes it. Have online security? Please? Hopefully that gets fixed. I would like to go back to web fishing. Yeah, the Prey VOD doesn't exist. I didn't enjoy Prey so much that I didn't even upload it. It was, like I said, 2.5 hours of like nothing happening. Really nothing worth commentating over. It was just kind of whatever. It was just boring. I was bored and it was just boring.
Hey, mister, you wanna wrestle?
So maybe I'll try it again down the line. Maybe this is like a Yakuza situation. I come back and I love this game, but my first go at it was not great. But I think I'm starting to think I don't like, what is this called? Like an immersion sim or some shit? This is an arcane game. I don't think I like any arcane game. That might be it. Except, I really like Dishonored 1, but I played that off stream. I like Dishonored. Oh, and Redfall. Redfall's the GOAT, obviously. But I think if you guys haven't played Prey, I think a large majority of you will like Prey. Will like this and like was it the Moon Crash DLC? That was like the rogue-like mode. Yeah, you should check this game out if you're curious about it. It's like always on sale. This game's like $4. But me, myself, I did not enjoy this. Fuck, I like the older Prey more from like 2008. That's the game where it's an FPS. It's just a normal FPS. And they have like these weird alien things. There was like, maybe it was doors or something on the wall or the floor that looked like a vagina. That game was weird. But I did like OG Prey. I really wish they made a sequel to that game. But that'll probably never happen. Next up. Oh, Mario 64 PC. Mario 64 Plus. This was so good. This was so good. Let me just put an A for now. I am an SM64 hater these days. I think that game has aged like spoiled milk. Unless you played it when you were a kid and you have heavy nostalgia for it, or if you're a speedrunner. Great speedrun game. Shout out to, oh my god, what's the speedrunner's name who has a world record in all the categories? Is it Suigi? Is that their name? I think it's Suigi. That's their name? Green Suigi? Oh, dude, they're the GOAT. They are the GOAT. Love watching their speedruns. Anyway, so when Mario 64 came out, like the Switch version, they didn't do anything really to it. I wish they did. I wish they updated it a little bit, changed the controls or something. But anyway, this is the PC version of Super Mario 64. I forgot what these are called. There's one for this. There's one for Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. I think they're working on one for like Paper Mario or some shit. But maybe chat knows what these are called. They like dump the code or some shit. Decomps, is that what they're called? They're decomps? Decompilations? Yeah, these are sick. This was so fun to play. If you're looking for a reason to play SM64 these days, I highly recommend this. It's not too hard to set up, and there's so much customization in this. It was a ton of fun. You could do like fucking permadeath. You could do like one hit kills you. I think Light plays this a lot. There's also multiplayer mods of SM64. I'm not sure if it's in this, but there's like multiplayer mods of this game that I'd like to do at some point. But it was great to play through all of it. I played as Wario. It's 60 FPS. It's widescreen. The controls are better. You can have it so when you get a star, you don't leave the level. Though that kind of makes the game much shorter. That's how I played it. It was a ton of fun. We got all 120 stars. Really, really love this playthrough. I remembered more of this game than I thought. I played this when I was younger, obviously, like everyone else did, but I loved it, dude. I loved it. That might be an S game. We'll see. I'll keep it an A for now. Metal Gear Rising is an S game. It was so good. It was so fun. It was so stupid. The memes. Nanomachines. I had a great time with this game. It was a really, really well done action game. And we even played one of the DLCs. Got our ass kicked a bunch, but also the music. Oh, it was so good. It's platinum at their best. Unfortunately, I don't think it's monetized because of the music. But the soundtrack is so good. Dude, the song they play in the tutorial is God tier. And I'm like, oh shit, we're in for a good time. I mean, this is another game that I think's discounted a lot. I played it on PC, but it's on 360 and PS3. I think it's backwards compatible on Xbox, but I could be wrong. If you like action games, I'm sure you've played this already, but if for some reason you haven't, it's so fucking good. And I don't really even play these like action games too often, but it was great. Oh yeah, you can get a sombrero and a poncho costume, and if you're wearing the sombrero, when you get in a box, the sombrero is on top of the box. Cinema! It's so good. Oh, it's backwards compatible? All right, nice, let's go. It's so good. There's not much to say about this. I hope they make another one or something. They won't, but hey, maybe one day you'll get a sequel. We'll get a sequel. Oh, also, like I said, I'm not good at these games. I was able to play it and get through it pretty much no problem, so you don't need like a high skill ceiling. I just played on normal. Also, the thing where you could just chop people up is so sick. Where you go into slow motion and you're just like, ah! It doesn't get old. Like 7 hours in, that shit was still sick. That's how you know it's a good game. All right, that was all the main sub goals. Now we're on to the big goals, the big sub goals. Oh, you do steal their body parts for health. Like you take their spine or some shit, right? Next up was the office tour. Oh my god, the office tour was so fun. I love the office tour. I'll probably put it here. I might put it in S. We'll see. My voice cracked. Oh my god. No, voice, hold on. We have another collab in like an hour and a half. Hold. It took us a while to do this because I'm a lazy piece of shit. And, we had to like hang stuff up. But the reason it was delayed was because of me. But it was so fun to show people my office. I love that I finally did do an office tour. And then we're moving in like less than a year. In like fucking 5-6 months. So there'll probably be another one of these in the future. But people always want to know about my office. You guys literally only see, I mean, this box. So it's cool to show people like the walls and stuff. Most people thought my walls weren't white. We got a lot of comments like that. Like, oh, I didn't know Ray's walls were white. It's like, yeah, dude. It's just, I'm in a white box right now. But, oh, it's weird when you zoomed out. Oh yeah, we could do a quick one here. Hold on. This always freaks people out. I'm gonna break the illusion. Ah! It's weird, right? Oops, too much. That's like the default zoom on the camera. Okay, there we go. We're back. I'm so sorry. It's like seeing me without my glasses. We're back in our box. Don't worry. We're back in our box. But it was cool to show all the dumb knickknacks and stuff I have, and like my friend shelf, and more importantly, like the Tina shelf. You guys got to see the Brelf and all the other dumb shit I have over here. That was like an hour and a half, right? That was a pretty detailed video. Oh, we also showed off the controller wall, which was cool. You guys responded really well to it. It was, you know what? Fuck it. I'm putting it up here. Whoops. That was fun to do. Also, technically, another video with Tina. And we love that. We love that. I enjoyed doing it a lot. That was super fun. Next up was, the Resident Evil 4 2005 randomizer. Let me put that here. Did I like that more or less than Mario Party? Or not Mario Party, Super Mario 64. I'll probably put it here. This was a lot of fun. We did get kind of OP at the end. And also, this isn't as different as like the classic Resident Evils, like 1, 2, and 3. Because they didn't really change. The dialogue doesn't change, the characters and whatnot, because this is obviously a much later game. But it was fun to do. It was a great reason to replay through Resident Evil 4 again. We got some funny moments, some OP weapons and shit. And these RE randomizers are always fun. We got Francois again, you know? Yeah, we got the OP SMG. That's exactly what it was. At the end of the game, we got the TMP that each bullet was as powerful as a shotgun shell or some shit. It was crazy. It was wild. We broke that game wide open. I also, in this, I got to use I forgot what it's called, the weapon you get for getting, like, max rank in mercenaries. The weird, like, alien cannon thing. Or futuristic cannon thing. So that was cool to finally use after 2020 years, give or take. There is a randomizer for the remake now. I've seen a couple of streamers do it. Maybe sometime in the future we'll do a RE4 2023 randomizer, because it's out now, and I assume it's pretty good. I assume they keep updating it a bunch, but yeah, randomizers are always fun. I really only do them in Resident Evil and Pokemon, so maybe in the future we'll do randomizer and something else. We'll see. Next up is Ocarina of Time PC. Oh, man. Let's do it like this. The only reason this isn't an S rank is because I was having technical difficulties and it crashed my computer a bunch. But this is the same thing as Mario 64. This was so good. This was so fun to play. I had not played Ocarina of Time. This is the only Zelda game, 3D Zelda game I finished when I was a kid. I don't really play too many 3D Zeldas. I like the 2D ones more. But this was so good. Or 2.5D ones, whatever you want to call them. It was fun to experience this game. Widescreen, 60 FPS, better controls. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. This has to be highlighted at some point. And one of the sub-goals this year, actually, is the PC version of Majora's Mask. So we could be maybe doing this, or something similar to this here in a couple of months. So much customization. It was so fun. But yeah, we never figured out the crashes. I don't know what it was. We had like ideas and we tried some things and they never worked. So it was kind of a bummer. Also, the first time we played, I lost my save file. So before part 2, I had to replay all of what we played up to in the first part, which wasn't too bad. I did it faster, but still. But that didn't deter me. We still played this whole game. I think it was 4 or 5 parts. I don't remember, but it was an absolute fucking blast, dude. It was a blast. I mean, I still think, unlike this game, unlike SM64, I think Zelda Ocarina of Time is still controls well for the N64. It's a little janky, but I think it controls better than this. But maybe that's just me. But yeah, hopefully we hit Majora's Mask. And also there's a built-in randomizer for this, I believe. I could be wrong, but I did see randomizer settings. But yeah, maybe we'll do Majora's Mask at some point. I did play Majora's Mask when I was younger, me and my cousin. I don't think we beat it. But I haven't played Majora's Mask since then, 20 plus years ago. So it'd be essentially a blind playthrough. I think it's one of the later sub-goals right now. For people who are wondering, we have sub-goals going until the end of the month. So, 3 more weeks. And we've gotten 4 sub-goals? 5 sub-goals? It's every 1,000 subs is a new sub goal. So I think next week we're gonna start working on some sub goals. Next week we might do that paint drying simulator stream. I'm excited. Next up next up is Metal Gear Solid. This is incredible. This was so good. This was so good. I'd never played Metal Gear Solid before. This game was so good. It made me play Twin Snakes, which is also good. Not as good as this, but Twin Snakes is good for different reasons. Twin Snakes gets shit on a lot. I kind of understand why, but it's still a fun game. It's kind of a meme. Things are over the top, and it's much easier because of the controls, but I think Twin Snakes is still good. But this is very good. Also, I love this thumbnail. I love this Oh god, the scene of Otacon falling down the cliff in Twin Snakes is iconic. It was so fucking good. Anyway, I love this thumbnail, by the way. Gael killed it. But it was a ton of fun. Dude, big shout out to Decoy Octopus. Any Decoy Octopus fans in the chat or just me? Anybody? Any Decoy Octopuses? Octopi? Dude, shout out to Deep Throat. I mean, Metal Gear Solid is one of the most important video games of all time. It still holds up well. It really does. The controls are a little wonky at first, but you get used to it, and it was a great time. I think we played this on our PlayStation emulator, legal PlayStation 1. So that was pretty fun. So many cool boss fights. Obviously, Psycho Mantis is iconic as well. What a good fucking game. What a great game. We have Metal Gear Solid 2 on the sub goals for this year. So maybe we'll play as Raiden and do some naked cartwheels. Metal Gear Solid 2 before this was the only one I've played and completed. And I don't remember anything about it. I remember only a few things, like Fat Man, but that could be a fun playthrough. Oh, wait, I remember Fat Man, Vamp, and then the awful escorting of Otacon's sister underwater. So that would be a disaster if we hit it. We'll see. We'll see. But this was a ton of fun. Dude, double Metal Gear up here. I would have never expected it. I've never played Metal Gear Solid 3. Or I think I've played it for like, 10 minutes or whatever. I watched my buddy play. He's a big Metal Gear Solid fan. And obviously the remake is coming out eventually. Metal Gear 3 Triangle. I think it's next year though, probably, right? Yeah, because we're at December. There's like no release date. So sometime next year. But Metal Gear Solid 3 is pretty fucking good. Some people say it's the best one. I think it's hard to argue. The only Metal Gear game I played was 2. And then I played a little bit of Ground Zeroes. But I never played like 4. I never played 5. So. And never of the spin-offs. I never played Acid or Portable Ops or anything like that. The only thing I know about Metal Gear Solid 4 is, 1, the whole game is brown. Because that came out at a time where all games were 2 colors. And it has like that super long cutscene. Oh, you know what? I didn't play Survive. Damn. Metal Gear Survive. What a game. What a game. Next up is Kingdom Hearts 2. Hey, fellas. Kingdom Hearts 2 I'll probably put in... I thought it was fine. It's definitely better than 1. I enjoyed it more than 1, but I'm not a big Kingdom Hearts guy. I'll probably put it in B. I'll probably put it at the top of B. I love this thumbnail with Mia's Sora. Twitch's Sora and Achievement Hunter is Roxas. It was, yeah, combat-wise, it was way better than Kingdom Hearts 1. And it was cool going to the different worlds and stuff and seeing all the characters and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on. I just mashed like an idiot. But I still had a good time with it. Obviously this is, I think, what most people consider the best Kingdom Hearts game. Or at least it's up there. And with all the crazy shit you could do with it, and the combat, how you just like flipping and spinning and shit, it's so cool. I just, yeah, it just never. I never felt inclined to go back and like complete it. I started doing it with Kingdom Hearts 1, but I still never finished it. Also, if you haven't seen Barry's video about like, oh, Moto's talking about it, or Mono's talking about it, excuse me. The Barry video going over the lore of Kingdom Hearts is very, very, very good. Oh, the staircase cutscene when he's slowly walking down the stairs. Yeah. Another good thing about playing this game is, obviously, I don't know what's going on in the story, but having chat tell me things about the story. There was one scene. I don't know if Ricky's here. Oh, Ricky is here. I don't know what's happening. I'm sure you guys will remember. There was a cutscene where somebody looks in a room, and I think there's a Keyblade in there, and then Ricky and chat were like, yeah, that doesn't get explained for like 4 games. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, is it armor or some shit? They're like, yeah, that doesn't get talked about for a while. Wild. It was almost similar to when I played Warhammer Space Marine 1 for the first time, and people were telling me facts about Warhammer. It's the same thing with Kingdom Hearts. You guys would tell me stuff about Kingdom Hearts, and I'm like, I don't know if this is a bit or if this is true. But I love this. This is so funny. I'm like, I believe you, but I'll never know. I'll never know. Guys, Kingdom Hearts 4. Kingdom Hearts 4 any minute now. Also, yeah, speaking of Kingdom Hearts, Lars just mentioned it. Donald Duck for real? One of my favorite Twitch clips of all time. Snowbike Mike. Knowing nothing about Kingdom Hearts and being surprised when Donald Duck showed up on screen. That's cinema. That's cinema. Donald Duck for real? And then him saying, oh, Mickey Mouse is in this game. I'm like, brother, you have no idea. You're in for a treat. I love that clip. I fucking love that clip. I might have to put that in the description down below. If I forget, let me know, or post in the comments and then Glasses can do it. But that's Kingdom Hearts 2. It was good. It was good. I had a good time playing it. Oh, next up is Sekiro. Oh, fucking the best game I played. Oh, let me organize this up here. Hold on. We'll do it like that for now. Okay. I loved it. It was incredible. I mean, what do you say bad about Sekiro? It ended. That's kind of cringe that the game ended. That didn't happen. Oh, and that big fire monster boss guy, he kind of sucks ass. That's kind of a low point. He sucks. I don't like fighting him. But yeah, I mean, the worst parts about Sekiro, there's really not much. Yeah, Dragon Rot is a really dumb and pointless mechanic. I think it has something to do with the story, but gameplay-wise, who cares? Oh, Demon of Hatred. Is that what it's called? I hate Demon of Hatred. Also, the gorilla fight. Not the first time. The first time you fight the gorilla is sick. But then they reuse that fight later on. I know you could skip it if you do things like in a certain order. I didn't know that. But fighting him again kind of sucks. The second gorilla coming down is kind of funny. Greg Miller. But that is kind of balls. I will say. I mean, these are all just nitpicks. Really. I mean, that game is so good. And I really wish they make another one. I really, really wish they make another one. The combat is so good and fast. The posture meter, the grapple hook, the fireworks that took me 9 hours to find, even though they're in the beginning of the fucking game. It was all so good. It was so good. Was that the demon? Yeah, I baited the demon off the edge. The demon of hatred. I've done it every time so far. I've not fought him legitimately. I tried for maybe like 45 minutes, and I'm like, I'm not having fun. So I just skipped it. It's a much different boss fight. It almost feels like a Dark Souls or Demon Souls boss fight in the middle of Sekiro. I think this is easily the best game that FromSoft has ever made, but obviously people would like put like Elden Ring or something up there. Oh, I'm sorry, second place. Dark Souls 2 is number 1. But this game made me go back and finish up Dark Souls 1. I got all the achievements in Dark Souls 1 because of this. And I tried other Souls games too to see if anything hit. I went back to Elden Ring. It is fucking too slow. Didn't feel the same. Obviously, I went back to Dark Souls 1, and that was not the same. I went back and tried Lies of P, which people are like, this is the closest thing to Sekiro. And, I mean, I could kind of see it, but it's still not the same. It's not the same. It's just not the same. I haven't played Bloodborne yet. It's unfortunate because anything Souls-like in the future, I'll always compare to this. And that's just not fair. I played the best one. I played the best one already. Sekiro is good, or I really like Sekiro for all the other things I mentioned, but also because it's not really an RPG. There aren't any builds. You know? You have your sword, you have an ability, and it's like, all right, bitch. Go beat him. I mean, there's some leveling up and stuff like that, but you can't, like, really over-level or get, like, an OP weapon or some shit. It's just, like, you gotta... It's a rhythm game. At the end of the day, Sekiro is a rhythm game when you think about it. It's, God, it's so good. I have to go back. I started playing it on PlayStation, and I want to get the Platinum Trophy in that as a reason to play through it again. I originally played this on... PC, because I wasn't sure if I would like it. As soon as I beat it, I started playing it on Xbox. I got all the achievements. It was great. It was so good. Wasn't there was a copy pasta that came from this as well. Something like I was faking content or some shit. Does anyone have the copy pasta? Or does anyone remember the copy pasta? Or am I making that up? I feel like there was a copy pasta, but I could be wrong. Hold on one second. Classes sent me something. Oh, okay. Anyway, I can gush about Sekiro all day. It's so good. It's so good. I have not played Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima is on the sub-goal list this year because people really want me to try that. And Bloodborne is as well. Bloodborne is like the super duper omega ultra goal if we ever hit it. Oh, here it is. 100% played off stream and putting on a show. There are certain cues and fights that give it away. That's so funny. I love that copy pasta. There are certain cues and fights that give it away. Yeah, idiot! That's the whole point! You have to look for the cue! What? No shit! That's how it works. So anyway, we got that out of it. But Sekiro, 10 out of 10. God tier game. I get it. I think that's what made Harvey the most erect, was me playing that game and loving that game. So that was the second tier. When we blew through that, then we had to make like a golden goals tier, and that's where all of these are at. Chibidoki cosplay, obviously an S tier. I had so much fun with this. It took a while. We literally just did this a couple of days ago as of this recording. It was so fun. I think the cosplay came out great. People loved it. It did really well on social media, on YouTube and Twitch, and it was cool to just have Chibi dress up as me and me dress up as her and us play some dumb games together. It was random ass static noise in that song. It was a good time. It was a good time. I'm glad it all came out well. I don't know if Tina's still here, but she can confirm that I was like really anxious about this. I had a lot of anxiety about this stream because it took so long to put together, and I know people were very excited about it. I'm like, I fucking hope people like this game or like this stream, like this costume. But thankfully it all came out well. We got some good clips out of it too. The granny game was fucking crazy. Who's Your Daddy is... I know I played Who's Your Daddy on stream with Chibi for like an hour, but it still seems like a fucking fake game. That game seems like a fake game. Honestly, yeah, I'm not sure I played it as much as we experienced it. And my God, what an experience it was. But the cosplay, I only have some parts of it. As soon as I took the cosplay off, most of it got disposed of. But we have the skirt, the choker, and the wig. And the plan is to give it to Chibi when she comes to visit for the Christmas party. If she wants it, she can have it. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna dress up as Chibi again anytime soon. Maybe in the future we'll do another VTuber cosplay. There's none on the sub goals this year, but we've talked about Cotton, Ari, Zen. So maybe in the future, but not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. Maybe Mata, the V Shoujo girlies. But thank you so much for all the love and support on that. That was a super fun stream. Those 4 hours or 5 hours, however long that stream was, flew by. So 10 out of 10. Next up is Amogus. Amogus I'll put an A. I'll put an A tier for Amogus. Let's put Amogus. Let's do it right here. Let's do it right there. The reason Amogus is lower is because there truly isn't much to do in that game. We played it for 4 hours? I could put it in S for Sussy. That's a good point. Maybe low S. We played it for like 3 or 4 hours, and I can see why people have to put in mods where there's 6,000 roles. Because after playing for those like couple of hours, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I feel like I got all of Among Us. I get it. I think there's just way better social deception games at this point. And also learning, last night I learned about, what was it, Duck Duck Goose or Goose Goose Duck, which is also an Among Us game, but like somehow crazier. So I might have to look into that. But yeah, for me, it got old really fast. I definitely prefer Lockdown Protocol, which to be fair, Lockdown Protocol is newer than Among Us, but with Lockdown Protocol, the rounds are faster. You could still kill people even if you're not the bad guy. And I think there's just more content in something like Lockdown Protocol as opposed to Among Us. I can't believe how little this game has been updated over the years. I know it's a small team, but that's crazy. If it wasn't for like all the Town of Salem mods, I think that game would have been dead a long time ago, but people are still playing it. I know obviously Chilled plays it. I know Alfrad plays it sometimes. Junkyard, sometimes it's with another group. But yeah, I mean, I have no inkling to play Among Us ever again after the 3 hours we played. But it was fun playing with my friends since no one really took it seriously. First of all, no one really knew how to play. The most experienced person we played with was Max. And I mean, Max is a content guy. So he didn't give a fuck. We were just trying to make content and be stupid and silly with it. But I know depending on the group or people you play with, they could take it seriously and kind of ruin it. But it was great. It was a fun time. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever play it again. Where Lockdown Protocol I've played multiple times. I think there was an update recently for Lockdown Protocol I have to look into. And then, like I said, maybe Goose Goose Duck. But yeah, I'm not good at lying. I'm not very, very good at lying. But this was a fun stream as well that did really, really well. Next up is Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. I'll probably put this in C tier. I'll put it in C tier above Resident Evil Outbreak. First of all, this thumbnail is so good. I fucking love this thumbnail. This might be one of my favorite thumbnails of all time. It's so good, we sold a print of it, even though this game is not, let's say, not the favorite in the community. But the game itself was okay. I played it longer, and I enjoyed it more than I thought, but it's still not my favorite game. I originally played the GBA one, and I feel like the GBA one is, I'm not sure if it's better. It's definitely easier because it's a side scroller. And at least for me, a beginner of the game, having to look at your cards in a 3D space, it was like a lot. Like I have to look at the enemies, I have to look at my cards, and like I have to reshuffle and stuff. It was overwhelming. I'm sure it's something you get used to, but it was kind of cool, honestly. It was an interesting idea. I appreciate them, or I applaud them for trying something new. But you could tell it was such a success because I don't think they ever did it again. But even when I was going to play this, people were asking if I was playing the GBA version or not, because I think people prefer the GBA version overall, if they like this game. I'm sure there's people out there that like this game, but yeah, it wasn't awful. I actually enjoyed it, unlike Prey and Glover. But yeah, I think I enjoyed it more than Resident Evil Outbreak as well. I played it more, but love this thumbnail. Love this thumbnail. And last but not least is the W collection from FrameRateMerch.com. I'm gonna put that probably number 1. Tina did such a great job. Tina and Gael did a great job on it. You guys loved it. You guys bought like everything. To the fact where we sold out on the first day, and Tina had to do pre-orders for everything else. As per usual, if you can believe it, Tina did an amazing job. And if you guys don't know, there were like, I think 9 items. I think 9 smaller dumb items. You can kind of see from the picture. We got the throw pillow.
Yeah, dude.
Which I have. We have the throw pillow. We have the little Polaroid, which I signed. I think I signed like 525 of these. We have the little Tamagotchi charm. We have the little iPod charm as well. Yeah, FrameRateMerch.com. The store is open as of this recording. It will close again for the holidays, but it will be open up, obviously, after Christmas. You guys showed a lot of support, as always. I know Black Friday and Cyber Monday is always super stressful for Tina because it's like, I bought all this stuff. I hope people buy it. And you guys did. And not just this. You bought a bunch of other stuff as well. So for that, we are very, very thankful. Yeah, we have the Note Cube as well. I don't have it on my desk currently. But let me go over this one more time. Let me see. See the S tier. Honestly, I'll probably put this like up here. Wild how I always get fucking sick the week of Black Friday. True. I'm sure it has nothing to do with stress. Not at all. A rank. Yeah, I'm happy with A rank. B rank, yeah. C rank. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. So, attached in this, or in the description down below, I'll add a link to this. Tina made this, by the way. So shout out to Tina. Love my wife. She's very amazing and talented and beautiful. If you want to see more tier lists like this, let me know. It's easy content. And like I said, we could farm, we could rage bait. We could rage bait farm. The only thing I think I would really feel comfortable doing a tier list for is maybe like Resident Evil games and Yakuza games and Like a Dragon games, because that's really it. I feel like I played a shit ton of those. Maybe Pokemon, but I haven't played some of those Pokemon games in a long ass time. But yeah, this is my list. Let me know what you think. And like I said about Prey, with Prey, I'm an outlier. I think 98% of people will like that game if they play it or have played it. They enjoy it. So this is just me being stinky. Oh, I think Tina sent me her list. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull that up so you guys can see as a reference. Tina, are you home yet or are you still at work? You're at work? Oh, do you want to hop in a call and defend your tier list quickly while I pull it up? Or are you too busy? If not, it's no big deal. All right, let me see if I can show this here. Okay, you guys can see. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, let me... Oh, I love you, my wife. Let's get Tina in the call here. Let me see. This is the Tina list. Hi, my wife.
Hello?
Oh, you're a little echoey, but hi.
Oh, I could hold on. I could try and fix it.
You sound muffled. Are you?
Hold on.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. She could also try calling me from her phone. Yeah, it sounds like. Well, she obviously doesn't have like a mic at the store.
Is this better?
Oh, way better. Yeah.
I joined on my phone and then I was like, wait, and then I just joined on my computer.
Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, much better. Okay, what do you want to talk about your list quickly?
Sure.
I have it up
nothing
just
is
in case you... Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
I
go.
pulled up the stream. That's
Okay,
what,
okay.
that's what I was checking. Sorry.
Got it. No, you're good.
Nothing is in D tier because I don't think Ray makes D tier content. So
You're sweet.
that's pretty
Mm-hmm.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, this is what. By the way, this is what Tina enjoyed watching. As a
yeah,
viewer.
this is how I, as a viewer, saw the tiers.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that, I mean, C tier was like, it's fine, but like, with Kingdom Hearts and Sekiro, you just played a lot of it, and I was like, I'm ready to move on. Play something else.
Yeah, with
And then-
Sekiro, I was really enjoying it. Kingdom Hearts, it's like this is a late sub goal, so I should probably play it all the way through, and I was enjoying it enough.
Yeah, I was just like, come on, there's
Mhm.
play House Flipper. What are we doing? Come on.
Still haven't played that game.
I know, eventually. Glover, I just didn't care about, if I'm being honest.
Oh, it's a
but
bad
you're
game.
Cute.
It's a bad game.
It was fine. Prey gives me anxiety because when you're not having fun on stream, I can sense it and I get goosebumps and I hate it.
Uh-huh.
So that's that. I didn't play it long, but like I was stressed out the entire time because I can tell when you're not vibing.
I was trying, man. I'm like, I hope this game gets better in the next 2 hours. And I'm just like, I'm just throwing the towel.
I'm literally like the Walter White meme
Which one?
where he's like yelling in the car.
Oh, like behind the in the yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And I'm like, make it end. That's what
Okay.
the inside of me feels like when I can tell
Yeah.
Ray's not having fun
Hey,
with something.
no, Tina's Ray, switch
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, that's me.
Yep.
When you're not having fun.
Sure.
And then like the Metal Gears were like fun too, but like I don't like those aren't my type of games.
Yep.
Same with like Prototype and Black Mesa. Like, yeah, you did.
Mhm.
It was fun. Good stream. Pretty mid tier, you know.
Sure. Yeah.
Not your best, but good content. Good content all around. A is fun.
Not my best. Fuck.
What?
No, I get it. It's funny.
It's not your best. If it was, it would be ass.
I'm crying. Yep. That's that. You know what? That's a
you're
good point.
fine. Yeah, like Pimp My Ride, silly.
Tina really
I
liked the
think it's
Pimp My
just-
Ride stream. I remember talking about how fucking absurd that game was.
It's just crazy, and I love when you do stupid games like that because who else is gonna watch it?
Yeah, who else is gonna play Pimp My Ride also?
I thought Zelda was fun too. I was worried about that one, and it ended up being fine.
I was worried too. The PC issues were annoying, but yeah, it was still super good.
Yeah, and people get like so like care so much about that game that they take it really personally how people like play it
Yeah.
and their feelings on it. So I got worried that chat wouldn't enjoy it or that YouTube wouldn't enjoy it, but I liked it. I thought it was good. And then obviously Resident Evils are fun. I've
You like
absorbed
watching
no
me play
knowledge
it.
of the
Yeah.
game, but you like playing those.
Mhm.
And then I love Super Mario 64 a lot. It probably would have been S, but I was like, oh, I love Mario 64. That's gonna be so great. And then I rapidly realized, like, oh, I just liked running around the castle and like I was nostalgic.
Yeah,
for
you
it.
did what a lot of kids did when they
And-
were younger. They just had like a save file with 120 stars from like a cousin or a brother, and they just ran around
Yeah.
the castle and didn't play the game.
And like playing like the level where you like slide down things. That was fun.
Oh yeah, the side levels.
And then I realized like, oh, I actually don't care enough to want to watch him play this entire thing. Like
Mhm.
it's fun, but we can move on. But it was still really, really good.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
then S, I have to put obviously the
Yeah, yeah.
collection as S rank because
Of course.
I tried really hard on it. So.
And it came out great. Yeah.
I actually, honestly, I put it as S because I was like, oh, people seem to like it, but I feel like I could have done better because I'm me.
Sure.
And like, there's probably things I could have done. I talked about this with the people like at store and whatnot, but chat
Mhm.
doesn't know this. I had some like silly ideas that like if time and energy and whatnot would have allowed it, I would have tried to do. Like one of the things that I think would have been really funny to sell, is I don't know if you guys ever played it, but like when you were little, if you had like one of the little like Woolly Willy toys where it's like the dust on the
Oh,
bottom
right.
and you have like the magnet and have like a brown W of one of those
Oh,
where
let me
he
see if I can
doesn't have
find
any fit hair.
Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Oh my god, your Fugi just scared the shit out of me. What are they called again?
And then
Woolly,
you-
Woolly Willy?
It's called Woolly Willy. I can send you a photo. I was gonna pull one up and then I stopped because I was like, oh, they can't see my screen anyway.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
It's like
I got one. I got
like
one.
this. Okay.
It's wow, this is one from like 1910, but I guess this will work. Let me get rid of your Fugi because you're punching me in the face. It's this guy right here. Hold on. Here we go. I didn't know what it was either. Tina's like, Woolly Willy. I'm like, what is this? I didn't know these things had a name. It's the thing where, yeah, you like drag the like hair or whatever on them. And yeah, we didn't have enough time to do that. Yeah, I had one as a kid as well. Not this one. This one's from the 1700s, but I had one.
Yeah, but I thought it'd be like funny to do something like that with like your brown W without any hair.
Yeah.
And then like you put the hair on it. I thought that would be really funny.
Because Gael did send us an image of like the Polaroid that I signed, or Polaroid in quotes that I signed, where I just had no hair.
Yeah. So that's like silly like ideas like that, but I just knew like we didn't have time.
Maybe
whatever.
something for the future. Maybe something for the future.
Yeah, and also like I don't know how well it will sell, and I don't want to take a big
Yeah. No, that's
risk
fair. That's
or
fair.
whatever. But anyway, then Untitled Goose Game also good. I just love playing games with you. I thought it was fun. I thought we had a good time. People seem to like it.
Yeah, it's short and silly.
I didn't perform that well on YouTube. But
Well, that's because I mean the game was like 5 years old at that point.
Yeah, the thumbnail's also really cute. I think Gail killed it.
Yeah.
Cosplay stream was great. I knew it was going to be really good. I was very happy. I think that it came out great. You looked great. I'm glad we went all in on it. It was actually in hindsight, I maybe move it down to A.
The Goose Game?
Because no, cosplay.
Yep. Okay.
Because I like inflicted self-damage where I got some like women's clothes for Ray, obviously, and I was like, oh no, these are gonna be way too small for him. These are gonna be so tiny. There's no way these are gonna fit him. This is for like a tiny. These are so skinny, not Ray. And then he fit into them perfectly. And
What was it? Was
like,
it the was it the stock or the tights or the stockings, whatever they were?
It was the little underskirt.
Mm-hmm.
To poof out the skirt, and then the thigh highs.
That's
I
what it
was like, there's thigh highs aren't gonna fit Ray. These are too tiny.
Yeah, you went to the bathroom and then you came back. You went to the bathroom. I started putting them on. You walked back over and you're like, "Oh, you got them on." I'm like, "Yeah, they're kind of comfortable, honestly."
I was like, "Oh, those fit, huh? Okay." Well,
yeah, they fit great.
I'm gonna go jump off the roof, but enjoy the cosplay screen. They looked so small, and like the waist on the little like petticoat thing under your skirt was so tiny.
It was.
I was like, "There's no way Ray's gonna be able to get this on."
I fit.
And then he's like, "It keeps sliding down. Oh, it does. Like it keeps falling down."
I'm only 5'9". I'm little. I'm a little guy.
Flashbacks. So you know, maybe deduct a point from that, but otherwise, it looked incredible.
Women's clothes look good on me. What can I say? They fit great. They look great. They're comfortable. At least those pieces of clothing.
The office tour was great.
It was great. Thank you for filming that with me.
Yeah, that was so fun. I've wanted you to do that for so fucking long, so I'm glad.
Yeah, you and everybody else.
And then I really liked Among Us because I thought that was genuinely very good content, which is crazy because I was in it, and it's very hard for me to think like content I'm in is good. But I think that was genuinely great content.
It was a ton of fun. I think it was the perfect length. We had a good group. No one took it seriously, and it was it was a blast.
Yeah, I think it went flawlessly. It went exactly, and to me it was like one of those things where I would like put up on a projection screen and point to be like, see, like we know how to make sure the content is good, because a lot of people want us to do different things.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you guys just have to trust us, like we know what we're talking about. We know. Sometimes people think they want content that they don't want.
Oh, I know
and
that.
It's like, please believe us
I know
we
that.
know what you're actually going to enjoy.
I have the data. I have the years of looking at numbers and chat and stuff to know what you think you'll like and what I think you will like.
It's like you're not gonna like it. You think you will, and I promise you, you're gonna be like, oh, I thought this would be better, and it's like, yeah, we know.
We're aware. Thank you for popping in for a second, my wife.
Yeah, I love you. I miss you.
I love you and miss you too. Hope you have a good rest of your day at work.
Thanks.
I'll see you a little bit
Can't
later.
See you later.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're starting at 6, by the way. We're going 6 to 8.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay.
We're going to dinner with friends.
Right.
Early, and then I'll be home.
Okay.
And then I'll text you though if you want me to pick you up.
All right, sounds good. I love you.
Okay. I love you. Bye.
Bye. YouTube, a little Tina cameo. Glasses, you sent me your tier list too? All right, let me pull this up. Let's do this rapid fire. Well, maybe not rapid fire. You could obviously talk about it, but let's get the head mod in here. Let me pull up her thing. Let's see if you're gonna make people mad. Oh wait, your thing is easiest collabs to mod in. Okay, so my tier list was which I enjoyed. Tina's was which one she liked to watch, and yours is gonna be the easiest to mod in. This is great. Hold on. I opened up Steam on accident like an idiot. Okay. You want to hop in the call glasses? Easiest collabs to mod in. Dude, we're all over the place with how you're ranking these. I like the wasn't there. Whoops. What do I pay you for? It's probably because of my schedule is fucking all over the place, dude. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on one second. Oh, we're good. Oh, Gael, yeah, if you want to make one. Dude, I'm farming content right now. This is easy content. Gael, if you want to make one for your favorite thumbnails, that'd be great. All right. Glasses incoming. Hello.
Hello.
All right. So this is your list for easiest streams to mod.
Yep.
All right.
Is.
Do you want to take it away?
I will. Okay, so S tier is the easiest ones.
Mm-hmm.
Modern. Very easy. Barely any work had to be done or anything. Everybody was very chill.
Okay.
Okay, Among Us. Obviously, everybody was very chill in Among Us. I also didn't really mod during that stream
yeah, I was
as
gonna
well.
say, weren't you fucking playing Among Us?
Yeah.
You were in the lobby.
Yeah, so it was easy to mod.
I don't even know who was modding that, but it was pretty good for the most
I
part.
don't know who, but hey, they did a great job. Chibidoki was very easy to mod in. Everybody was very excited and very, very happy.
Yeah, that helps.
Coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your costume was also great as well too. So 10 out of 10.
Okay.
10 out of 10. Untitled Goose Game was also very easy to mod in, mostly because you guys already played the game before. And so everybody was just vibing and chilling and just having a good time.
For sure.
The merch didn't have to mod in it.
Didn't have to mod the merch or the office tour. That's fair.
Or the office tour, exactly.
It was not on stream.
It was not on stream. And the Resident Evil randomizer, everybody was very, very chill as well. Nobody
Hell yeah.
was
It helps that I knew that game
or anything.
Sure.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. A tier is, like a little bit seating, but like not too much. Chat was still really, really good.
Sure.
Metal Gear Rising was good. There was like a little bit of it, but chat was really having a good time, and they taught me all the songs and everything, so that was really nice.
Soundtrack. Okay.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, chat was mainly just screaming the lyrics.
They were just screaming the lyrics, exactly. And Super Mario 64 was also pretty easy as well. Like some people were like a little bit annoying, but it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
All right, then we go to B tier. B for backseating, where we had some backseaters.
Okay.
The Metal Gear game, we definitely did have some backseaters.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Yeah, same with Prototype as well, where it was like, okay,
did people
I don't know
backseat Glover?
Yeah.
Bro,
I don't know what to tell you.
Reevaluate your life.
I don't know what to tell you, man. It just happened. It just happened. So that was pretty rough.
Backseating Glover, okay.
Yeah, like not a whole bunch of people backseating, but like maybe like one or two, like 3 total.
The devs.
Like enough.
It was the devs in chat.
Yeah, it was the devs in chat, exactly. C tier is for, all right, we got some sweaty backseaters here, guys.
Oh, for both Kingdom Hearts games? Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my gosh. That was a little bit. Ooh, okay, guys. Like, I get it. Ray's not going to get this treasure chest. He's missed something. I get it. Let's calm down, guys. Let's calm down. Give you a 10-minute timeout, and then they come back in, and they're like, "Why was my message timed out?" And I'm like, "Okay, calm down, man. I'm sorry."
You'll figure it out. Take a breather.
Exactly.
Yeah, C for cringe.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. C for cringe. All right, and then we have the D tier. Where, damn, that's a lot of people yapping.
D for damn, this fucking sucked.
Damn, this really blows, huh? Sekiro, I feel like out of like the whole of them wasn't as horrible, but there's still just like a lot of people who come in.
It was probably just like, why doesn't this fucking idiot have the fireworks you get in the first 10 minutes of the game? Because I couldn't find it. It's probably
exactly.
that. Yeah.
Or like, oh, is Ray like not gonna go fight this guy over here? And of course, we have to honor that first time chatter who came in and was like, this is 100% rigged.
Oh,
like he's played this before.
The copy pasta, yeah.
That copy pasta was great.
Iconic.
Prey, yeah. It was really good. Prey also as well was
rough.
a little bit. I feel like just a lot of people were like, "Oh, Ray's missed this, Ray missed that." You also weren't having a good time with that game.
No, I did not have fun with that game at all.
No, you didn't. I'm sorry. Maybe next time.
And then Zelda makes sense. Zelda makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Zelda makes very, very sense. And then I wasn't there for Pit My Ride or Outbreak because I was at TwitchCon.
Oh, that was at TwitchCon. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's where you met Cotton, right? You and Eno met Cotton. There you go.
Yeah.
So there you go. A third list.
Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, thanks for stopping on by.
Yeah, man, no worries.
All right, I'll see you in chat in a second.
You will. Bye.
Bye. All right, and then the last one. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Ask Con for the picture. They got the picture. She got the picture. All right, guys. She got the picture. Bro, people are telling me, for those who don't know, Glasses and Eno met Cotton at TwitchCon, but they took a picture with her on Cotton's phone. So Cotton had the picture, and they wanted it. So we're playing Lockdown Protocol, and chat's like, Ray, ask her for the picture. And I'm like, I will. I just have to wait till it's just her and I isolated. They're like, ask for the picture. We're in the lobby where 8 people are just screaming. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? So I had to wait till like a random game where we were both like isolated. We both probably ran to the same room we always do. And I'm like, hey, you met Glasses and Eno at TwitchCon. Can you send me the picture on Discord? And she's like, oh yeah, sure. It was that easy. We just had to wait. But they got the picture, don't worry. All right. Last but not least, we're farming. Oh, we still got 30 minutes till this collab. Next up is Gael. I think Gael's is... Gael, what'd you say? Your favorite thumbnails? Okay, hold on. Oh! This is your favorite thumbnail, huh? All right, hold on. You didn't draw that? Hello? I haven't even fucking played that game. What do you mean? No, she sent me a real list. That was funny, though. Hold on, let me pull up the real one. Yeah, this was supposed to be a short video, and then I'm like, wait, I could farm this. Okay. Gael, do you want to hop on a call? You don't have to. But if you want to hop on a call and talk about your things for like 5 minutes, you can. I'm getting all my employees in the call except Light and Jamie. Oh, I think she's on. Is she still in the chat? Oh, she's calling me right now. Okay, goddamn. All right, hold on. That's the wrong mouse, idiot. Hello, Gael. I got Donut walled by my artist. Sick. I think your mic isn't working. Chat, stop laughing at me, all right? It's a technical difficulty. It's a technical difficulty. While Gael works that out, chat, if you can, as you can imagine.
Hello.
Oh, there you go. Hi.
Not good.
Not good. We can hear you. It definitely sounds a little bit muffled.
God, I'm so sorry. My audio is awful and I cannot hear you,
Oh.
unfortunately. Let me try and see if I can't fix that. My system is all messed up. I will be right back.
You're good. You're good. Take your time. So obviously, while she gets that all sorted, the ones she didn't make are at the bottom. And then she put this together by, what was it verbatim? Oh, she said best thumbnails. I'll be honest, I don't even know what this is. Why am I talking back? Instinctively. Just instinctively responding. Do the Mario Kart tracks next? It's just going to be Baby Park and Excite Bike and S, everything else in F. I figured this is Monster Hunter related, but we'll hear about it hopefully if she can get everything working.
All right, we're gonna try this.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Oh goodness, Jesus Christ! Now you're coming through the wrong speaker. That's fine. I'm. Everything's falling apart.
Don't you love audio?
Oh, I love it. I love it. We built Bab a new computer, and he gave me his new speakers. And wouldn't you know, the entire system collapsed.
Oh. I hope you can get that sorted.
Audio is my passion. I wish. Okay, but my tier list is the one I've had recording. Recording. Jesus fucking Christ.
Drawing.
It's my first time. I'm nervous. No, just the most fun I've had making the thumbnails. So we're gonna start from the bottom.
Sure.
They're yours. I had no say in them. They're bottom.
Those were just like games that I didn't upload or didn't play for very long. That I'm like, I'm not gonna have you waste your time with these.
With Prey, we did actually do one for Prey.
We did have one for Prey.
It was one of those where I was on call that day, and so you played it, and then it was immediate, like a couple minutes after, it was like, just don't do it.
Yeah,
just,
don't worry about it. I hate this.
86 it. Put a
I hate
pillow
this
over its
actually.
face,
Yeah.
Just let it down easy, and I'm like, all right.
Just delete it. It never happened.
It's gone. So for C tier, we got Resident Evil Randomizer with our little fish.
Yeah, I had you make sure you put the fish in there.
The fish is good, and the entire time I was just thinking of the fish on the wall that just flaps and sings at you, and it became an earworm to a point where I was like, I can't look at this anymore.
Billy Bass, yeah.
But yeah, the old Billy Basses. Super Mario 64, always really fun when I get to do a 3D style. It's not really my forte. I like to imagine, like, my style is very much like early 2006 baby's first webcomic kind of style. Sure. Very popular in animation. 3D rendering is a beautiful thing. I can do it. I cannot do it in a 5-hour time frame. And I'm not going to sit there and be like, I'm going to render the pores on Mario's skin for you and be like, why is my bill like $4,000?
Hey, you don't need to do that considering it's an N64 game. The smoother, the better.
Oh, so smooth, so polished. Black Mesa was a good one. I'm actually not super familiar with the entire Black Mesa franchise. I know we're waiting on like number 3.
Yeah, Half-Life 3
for years. But it's always a fun time to like put you as a character. And then like go from there. Because a lot of times it's just like, oh, you know, it really is immersive that way. Glover was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you explain Glover. It's definitely a thing.
It was a thing.
He's just a guy.
Because when he sent me Glover, I was like, I remember picking this up in Blockbuster when I was a kid. You know, little Gael, innocent little Gael. Yeah. And then I went back to it, and I'm like, I don't remember half of this being in the game.
Yeah, you're like, this is actually
what
awful.
What am I looking at? The little mimic is cute, though, and the little bee thing.
Oh, yeah, in the corners. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I agree.
They were fun. I always enjoy a good monster reference. And then B tier, for like, I really enjoyed these, either being a personal preference, but like not like, quite up there yet.
Yeah.
Zelda was really, really fun. I have a, you know, nostalgia for Zelda for me.
Of course, yeah.
So it was just like, I love that opening scene. It's one of the best opening scenes in
and it was an easy thumbnail to decide on. It's like, oh yeah, just do the intro, but have me as Link.
Yeah, it's nice when like thumbnails kind of like decide themselves. Like, yes, you and I kind of go back and forth, but then there's a couple of games that happen every so often where it's like, this is the only thing it can be.
Yeah, for sure.
Thing. Prototype was a lot of fun. Not the final prototype of Prototype.
That's true.
one was a lot cuter and a lot more fun. And then I realized what Prototype was about. And then I was like, oh, let's tone down the cute and tone up the
tone up the violence.
brutally murdering people. And then Untitled Goose Game, I do really like lineless style.
Yeah.
It is kind of silly for me to go through because I'm very much like sketch, line art, underneath the line art, color layer, between the line art and the color, shading, rendering, special effects.
Yeah, when Gail was sending me like progress pictures, I'm like, oh my god, there's a lot to this. It's crazy.
Like a lot of people do a lot of different things because there are some people who will do a single layer only, and I'm like, how? You had to have been trained on paints. Like, more power to you. I physically cannot do that, or I will get nervously sick. Because I'm going to mess up, and I can't go back. I can save scum, but like it's not the same.
It's like using pen instead of pencil.
Oh god, yeah. And then Metal Gear, is that Metal? I'm sorry, I'm looking
Metal
at
Gear Rising. You got it.
Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah.
Okay. Metal Gear Rising is also a fun one. Really fun game. Again, my only toe in for Metal Gear is the Solid Snake portion of the series, and even then I'm just like, Metal Gear.
Yeah, you're still the iconic character. Yeah.
I know that apparently Ocelot and Snake are in love or something, but that's what I read on the internet.
Yeah, that's like the third one or some shit. Like they fuck or
right,
something.
Like that. But again, it's one of those where, we got you as the main character, and there's a lot of metal in Metal Gear to be surprising.
And this one, there's a lot of robotic shit.
There's a lot, and there's every artist has their thing where it's like, oh, if I take commissions, I'm not going to do this. I'm like, oh, or inorganic materials, not necessarily like my no-go, but like when you get right down to like how much detail goes into making like machinery look good.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it just like
over detailed?
Is it just annoying to draw, or like time consuming?
It's more annoying. I wouldn't say necessarily annoying because I do enjoy the process just overall, but it's more annoying to look at a reference and then look back at what I'm doing and be like, all right, what do I have? What still needs to be added?
Sure.
And what is the relationship between where they are on this person and where they are on mine? So it's like, if his shoulder's looking this way, like what part of the shoulder is going to cover which part? And bodies are great for that because it's a body.
Yeah.
Machinery is like,
you have no idea. It's like free form.
Little screw, and I know if I don't include it, somebody's going to be like, this isn't more accurate. Like,
they're missing a screw here, actually.
Actually, but no, I did like this game a lot. I watched it live. It is a wild ride.
It sure is.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's very good. Now for the A tier. First of all, my son, who I had to stare at for about like 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, Gail had to draw
roughly.
The new W emote because the one we had wasn't high enough quality, so it would look kind of like not as clear. So we had Gail just draw that. So she had to look at that for a long time.
Yeah, it came out to, I had it was a side by side, and I did the thing where in school we called it like the grid system, and like some people are like, oh, the grid system's not gonna, I'm like, the grid system's gonna let me work fast. So I gridded it out, I like aligned everything how I needed to, and I matched everything up, and I was working on it, but I worked essentially like the way that I normally do. I put everything down first, and then I start like rendering over everything. And so, like Ray said, there was a part in time where I had Ray with no glasses, no eyebrows, no hair,
no hair,
mustache, no beard. It was like the skin of a baby, and I looked at it and I'm just like, I'm gonna have to talk to my therapist about
did
this.
send me a photo of it. Let me see if I could find it while you
I
keep
did,
talking.
and the more I looked at it, I was like, oh, he has Spencer's eyes.
Oh my god, Tina, hold on. Tina, send me a picture of it. Give me 1
if
second.
Spencer had was completely, well, Spencer is completely clean shaven, but like you and Spencer have very similar eyes, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Oh my god, here it is. Hold on, chat. There it is. Oh my god, it's so cursed.
It has there's something in the upper part of the face that looks a little bit like Spencer, and I'm like,
this is just Spencer. You drew Spencer. So that's me with no hair on my face, according to Gail.
It's not a bad thing. It's not. I'm just like, I gotta get hair on this.
I did look like a baby. I hated that.
Sweet baby. But he turned out really nice. I liked having a bit of a more textured, rougher brush on that because when it comes to skin, there is a thing that you can fall into where it looks just a little bit too smooth.
Yeah, like rubbery.
Yeah, like it's not really quite uncanny valley, but like skin's textured.
Yeah.
And like there are ways to paint around that. But texture is always really nice to have. Among Us, I absolutely loved Among Us.
Yeah, all you needed is what color we were.
Yeah, it was really nice to do too because I had made some previous assets for myself that never got used because I was supposed to play collab with somebody, and I had made a whole bunch of like it's like video tube mini for my VTuber.
Sure.
And I, unfortunately, due to personal reasons, was not able to make it that weekend.
Oh, rip.
And it was just like, oh, they're just gonna sit there, and I never really touched it again. But it's like, hey, I want a, Among Us, and I'm like, I know it's the J'accuse, it's the Phoenix Wright objection finger that I did that I never got to use. And so I popped him in, I kind of sized him up, cleaned up the lines and everything, and it went from there. And I loved it because I had it on a little toggle for when people accused me, I would be able to point and be like, play the Phoenix Wright theme.
And you had it ready to go.
I had the sitting Patrick meme for when I was accused, where he's just kind of sitting there with his mouth open from the SpongeBob movie.
Yeah.
It was a fun time, so I'm glad that was able to be used, and you got some love out of that.
I like the A and being the little crewmate as well in Among Us.
It did help with the title too because that font is super thin.
Yeah.
Office Tour gets to be up here. It is a simple one except for the background.
Yeah, you got really intricate with the background.
The backgrounds are actually really, I think, one of my favorite things to do. And I don't know if I talked about this earlier when I did my thumbnail debut, but I actually render out everything to start. So like there's things behind little Ray there in the thumbnail that you can't see.
Yeah, same with the
if
font,
you
right?
need, sorry.
Same with the text, right? There's stuff behind the
Yeah.
text.
So like if at any time, it's so much easier for me to just move things around. If you're like, hey, can we resize this? Or hey, can we move this? I'd be like, yeah, sure. It keeps me from having to like redraw everything, and it actually helps kind of like thinking of everything in a 3D space.
Yeah.
But getting to do all the fun detail on the shelves was a really fun time.
Yeah, people in chat think it was just like a standard picture. I mean, I sent her a picture of the background, but that's all drawn.
Sent me one for the reference, but I wanted to make sure I got everything up there. The bread was actually very fun to paint too because I got a fancy brush out for that one. And then we got Chibi Doki. So I actually do some of Chibi's thumbnails as well.
You do?
So
yeah.
I do. She came to me a while back and she was like, hey, can I take you from Ray? And I was like, if you want to book me, yeah, go right ahead. I have no loyalty. My loyalty is a paycheck. And she's like, cool.
Based.
I have to get Matt and Snags, and we can have all of y'all have in my thumbnails. But that's, that's just, a little bit down the line. I'm like that death meme where he's knocking on all the doors.
Oh, yeah.
Going down.
You're crossing me out, yeah.
For the Chibi cosplay was super nice because I have her model basically on standby for reference.
Yeah.
It was also a very, very entertaining stream. And somebody commented on YouTube, and I'm really happy that someone saw this, was you guys are technically in different poses with different body types, different little details on the outfits.
Yeah.
All I really had to do was I drew Chibi first. I took her line art, I flipped it, and I
gave her a beard.
Gave her a beard. Kind of, yeah. Face reveal, by the way. Chibi Doki is actually just Ray in disguise.
Just me.
It is. You never see Ray and Chibi in the same place.
What was the font you chose for this? Because it's really good.
Oh, it's a little font called Arco. It's one of my favorites to use. It's very VTuber-esque. I feel like
it really is.
One of those 100% free. Oh my god, what is the word I'm thinking of? Like commons, Creative Commons fonts.
Yeah.
That I've seen people across YouTube and VTubing just use because it's so bouncy and it's super fun and it just looks good.
Yeah, it fits her personality. It was a really good call, and the colors and everything too.
I love that color scheme, and it was super fun because a lot of VTubers have their own logo.
Yeah.
That's their name in a super cute font. And I'm like, I don't know does Chibi have one?
She does. At
And
least
she
it's on
had
her starting soon, or when she's talking to chat. I think there's one in the corner that pops up.
Oh, public domain. Thank you guys.
Oh, public domain. Yeah.
I was like, Creative Commons is the actual like technical contribution to publication that I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally in S tier, we're gonna go from the back. Sekiro.
Yep.
Amazing. Used a super fun brush for that one, and again, it's one of those. Ray sent me the. Why is my brain blanking today?
I just sent you art of like whenever I talk to Gail, I try to send her reference art of like the character or like the setting or something, and I try to find the font file for her to make it easier.
And whenever we figured out that there was the you can go into the files and actually grab the PNG.
Oh, that was so useful. Yeah.
Oh, it's so useful. I'm like, can you please play all of your games on Steam from now on and just like send those over to me, please?
Yeah,
yes, thank you.
If you guys don't know, on Steam, I could find the tweet that I've found that referenced it. If you go into the files, you can find like the PNG of literally every single title, or at least 99% of the title. So you can just, instead of trying to like cut around it or some shit, you could just pull it from Steam. It's super awesome.
It really is. And it saved me so much time because I used to have to hunt for like a transparent PNG, or like for older games, like super old ones, I would actually have to go into like the box cover, like the key art, and like lasso around it. Or I would just like, there was a few that I had to completely recreate from scratch. And I was just like,
sure. A lot of extra work. I try to save you work where I can. Yeah, whenever I play something on Xbox, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I can't pull this.
If it's also on Steam, it's available somewhere.
That's fair. That's fair.
But Sekiro was super fun. Amazing game.
I remember you asking me when you were like finishing it up, you're like, hey, what arm of his is like the metal arm? Like which one is cut off? And I'm like,
I was watching.
I had to boot up the game because I forgot.
I was like, that's not like a real arm. My eyes aren't playing tricks on me.
No, it's a prosthetic.
No, he has a prosthetic arm, which hey, we love that. It looks super cool, and Ray is the coolest he was ever going to look on this.
Truly. Well, I do look pretty fucking cool at Metal Gear as well.
My only sad thing with, I still feel so bad about this. So I was in my honeymoon in Japan when that kind of era of the Metal Gear games was going through. Yeah. And I drew this on the Shinkansen to Kyoto.
Okay.
It's about like a 2.5 hour
train ride.
I almost said drive, and I'm like, oh my god. And we were going through, and I was drawing it, and I got everything saved, and I learned that Discord actually, I guess, saves a cache of a rendered image for a file name, because I kept like altering the title, and I sent it to Ray multiple times, but it kept looking like the one that I sent before.
Oh yeah, you sound like the same thing like 6 times, and I'm like, am I an idiot? I don't see any difference here, but I also miss things.
No, they were all the different files, but what had happened was we were like, in the middle of travel. I did not save the actual file. I only saved the JPEG, which is not a bad thing. But
no, it's not really a bad thing.
Tina was like, hey, do we want a print of this? And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I can't give this to you. It's the one file I did not save.
It's all right, because we had like we had a list of like 15 thumbnails, so if we didn't have this one, it's fine.
Oh yeah, it was in that big collection like at the end of summer. But I was like, man, and I do want to like revisit it one day, just to like have it again to be just the Metal Gear. Just whenever.
And we also, I might be playing Metal Gear Solid 2, so you'll have another Metal Gear thumbnail potentially to be doing soon.
And then we'll do the number 3 when Ocelot and Snake finally kiss.
Where they're kissing, yeah, that'll be the thumbnail.
It's gonna be great. And then Kingdom Hearts. Props to you. Every time you're like, oh, this thumbnail's so great, I'm like, it was all you. Like, you came to me.
Well, I come up with the idea. Yeah, this was my idea on paper, but just because it's in my head it sounds good doesn't mean it's going to come out good in theory. But no, you crushed it. You crushed it.
Yeah, I guess. And every time it's like, oh, Gail did such a good job. I'm like, dude, I didn't think of this one. You did. And I just made it happen. But Kingdom Hearts 2, interesting franchise, interesting game.
Mm-hmm. Fun games. for the most
Yeah,
part.
and I think it was also your idea to put you in the Twitch purple and
Yeah.
the Achievement Hunter Roxas.
Yeah, I
kind of
mean, it's
color
like my
scheme.
current form and then my past.
Yeah, and then what did I do? Roy from Challenge Finders is the Heartless.
You
That
did
was
have
just
that.
a little Ray in a Heartless costume. That was just.
And then we also you added the popsicles as well that they're always having.
I did.
Oh, he's my
I've
nobody.
never
He's my
had
nobody.
sea
Yeah.
salt ice cream.
Me neither.
For-
Me neither.
I'll need to make it a thing.
They really fucking like it in that game.
Yeah, it's my thing with it's also like with Ghibli food. Ghibli makes food look so good, and
They
I
sure
can't
do.
watch a Ghibli movie without feeling hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Kingdom Hearts and sea salt ice cream. I could be in the middle of the dead of winter. It's 5 o'clock. There's no sun. I'm bundled up, and it's like, oh, sea salt ice cream.
Sounds like a
Sounds
good
pretty
time
good
for it right
right
now.
now,
Yeah,
and I'm
exactly.
Tolerant. And next one. Oh,
How'd that get
interesting.
there? What's that?
I don't know. Maybe for later. I don't know.
You have it just in case.
Just in case.
Is that
Can't-
is that Monster Hunter?
That's Monster Hunter. Yes.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I know at this point I'm beating a dead horse, but the dead horse keeps giving content and making me laugh, so I will.
People
continue
want me to
beat
play it. It's not just you. It's not just you.
I know. I have a coalition going.
You do.
We have jackets. It's me, Joe Cat,
I think Joel's
Horse
another one.
Maid,
Yeah, Joel.
Mika, my husband's.
I'll have to play it
There's
eventually.
dozens. There's literally dozens of us. There's dozens.
You're whittling me down. I'll have to check it out at some point, I think. Even for at least like an hour or two.
It's my favorite thing to get baby hunters in because it's one of those games. You say you like Sekiro so much, and I'm like,
Yeah.
everything you like about Sekiro translates over to Monster Hunter so well. And the
Okay.
nice thing about Monster Hunter is I'm going to milk this for what it's worth. Giving the air like this,
Uh-huh.
you just walked into this, so
I
just
did.
keep that in mind.
I did.
Everything you like about Sekiro, including a giant ass sword in multiple types, is included in a Monster Hunter. It is boss battle of the game. There are very arcadey versions where it's like, here's the story. It's been 5 minutes. Go fight God.
I do like that.
And then there's others, which are my favorite, where it's like, oh, here's a very rich world and a very rich story, and here's God. Go fight it. Go.
Quite a lot of gods in these games, I'm starting to learn.
Flagships, they're called.
Okay.
Or box covers, I've also heard them be called, because they're on the box cover.
That makes sense. Like box
much like
legendaries.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of them are super, super nice looking in terms of just design, because you have the super silly ones that don't make sense. And then you have like, oh, you could actually be a creature
I
in
remember
the worlds.
I remember when
Like my guy Nagakuga.
when the trailer
Rise
for
up.
the new Monster Hunter came out, or like one of the trailers, people were excited when they saw a specific monster. So I'm like, oh, I guess he's coming back or some shit.
Oh, baby Puke Puke.
Sure, that sounds right, I guess.
Baby Puke Puke was, it turned out that Baby Puke Puke was a bit of a lie, but we still have the good times that we
Yeah,
look
people
back
in chat
on.
are getting excited now talking about Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Puke is like a feathered iguana kind of guy. He's really
Oh.
silly,
Sure.
and he's the one. I don't know if you've ever seen him around. Where it has, whenever it's like Halloween, there'll be like a Monster Hunter, the big
Like event.
not like really event, but like all like the big name Monster Hunter content creators. There's one image of a Puke Puke with a sheet over its head, and it says Spooky Spooky.
I've not
and
seen
it's-
that, but that's pretty funny.
It's super cute. I love it. And I'm like, oh, I want to have a little spooky. But my guy, the one that I killed at
Mhm.
PAX and was among the first group of people to do so,
Oh yeah, was
is
it PAX East or Prime? PAX
PAX
Prime?
West.
PAX West, yeah.
So they had him come over from, he debuted with the demo in
Uh-huh.
Gamescom. And
Oh, Gamescom,
apparently a team killed him then, but it was only one. They brought him over to PAX and said, hey, here's Wild. And so I told this story before. I'll keep it TLDR. I waited 4 hours the day I was there. I got in line. I played 2 Point Hospital during my wait. I popped in my seat. I had my little hospital going. It was great. They called me up. They said, here. And then it was me, my husband, and our 2 friends. And Monster Hunter is one of those games where it's like, yes, you can fight solo, but fighting in a group is so much nicer.
Yeah,
And my
it seems like
husband's
it's
one
all
of those
about like
people-
teamwork and stuff, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's super nice. It's such a great multiplayer game. Like I'll pop it on just to like play with friends and play with, to chill. But it's also one of those things where you work really well if you have someone who's able to call the shots for everybody. And the entire time, my husband was like, "Okay, we need gun lance over here, shield up. He's going for his bolt gun move."
It's like a raid leader, a guild leader. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like having a guild leader. But we drew a crowd apparently. And when we killed him, with like 5 seconds left to spare, the entire crowd went nuts.
Well, were you guys the first team in like America to do it? Because Gamescom
we
is in
were
like
the first
Germany,
team in
right?
America to slay him. And yeah, that's what I want to get you into. I want to hunt Ray Dow with you because it's such a good fight. It's a hard fight, but it's a well-won fight. And
I mean, it sounds really good.
Ray.
You are. I'm getting whittled down. I might have to check it out, especially since the new one comes out in like February, right?
Oh yeah, February 28th. I already asked off work for it.
Oh, you did ask off of work, and I'm like,
I sent Ray a message. I was like, hey, so
I did tell Gail, I'm like, hey man, you set your own schedule, so yeah, dude, I'll tell that.
I have to set it around my brain, and my brain was just like, you're going to need to kind of like get it in gear in February and knock everything out because the world's not going to see you for about 3
the only thing you'll need to do before then is like a dragon pirate in Hawaii or whatever, Yakuza.
Oh, I'm so excited for that one too.
Then...
I'm still trying to get through 3.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because we're achievement hunting right now, and it's one of those things where I don't want to play golf with my boss and get 4 under par. I don't like golf. Kiryu, just ding this guy in the back of the head with your club and just be done with it. Walk away.
The mini games in 3 are rough, are probably the hardest part of the completion, honestly.
Oh, but you did save us. Like I think it was because of you we figured out the baseball trick where you watch the bat.
Oh yeah, remember when I learned that? Yakuza 0, yeah. You don't watch the ball, you watch you watch Kiryu's stance when he like moves. That's when you swing.
Oh god, that golfing game though. Mahjong I'm okay at. Golfing, I just no, I want to get away. No. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and pop in 4 and just play it over Christmas like we normally do. And then go from there. Because I've heard 4 is pretty okay. I've heard 5 is like the worst one.
5 is very long. I don't like 5 at all. It's way too long and not that great.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
4 is better than 3. 4 is better than 3.
That's good to know at least. And then the piece de la resistance.
The chain of memories.
Chain of Memories, which again was a you idea. I just made it happen.
This was my idea. I'm like, hey, do you know this Yu-Gi-Oh meme? Can you make this but Chain of Memories?
And I was like, do you know who you're speaking to?
Yeah.
The child Gail who grew up on Kids WB having to sneak into her basement to watch Yu-Gi-Oh at 7 a.m. Do you know this Yu-Gi-Oh meme? Yes, I know this Yu-Gi-Oh meme. I lived this Yu-Gi-Oh meme.
I had to look up who the fuck the villain of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories is because I didn't know. We didn't get that far. So I had to look it up, and I don't know this guy's name. He has like pink hair. I'm like, I think it's this guy.
He certainly has a name, but I could not tell you what it is.
Chat will probably remember what it is.
I saw Chains be played once a long time ago, and it was one of those where I think we played the 2D version.
Yeah, the one Game Boy Advance. Marluxia, sure, that sounds right.
Marluxia?
Yeah.
Yeah, they always have little X's in their names. For Organization 13 or whatever. Their little emo club. Their little My Chemical Romance. Listening club.
Now we need you to I need you to make a thumbnail for this. Do you have any idea what you're gonna do for this thumbnail?
Oh,
I have no timetable for this, by the way. I could talk to you about it off stream when I want to upload, but I think this will be interesting to be uploaded.
I do need to do the one for today, and I need to have a little bit of time tonight because I got the Indiana Jones game. And
hell yeah!
It's so good. I love it so much.
Yeah, I'll message you after this to figure it out.
Yeah, no problem. Include all of us. Yeah, we could just have one big yap session. I do like the yapping.
Yeah, just me, glasses, Tina, and you, just looking at the tier list, confused, or thinking about it. I guess.
Oh, I had no confusion. This was set in stone.
That's true. I did show your Monster Hunter one beforehand too, which was very funny.
Oh yeah. Like I said, dead horse that I'm going to continually beat, not because it's funny for everybody else, but because it's funny for me.
It is pretty much your bit at this point. I agree. All right, thank you for sorry.
As long as it keeps wearing you down.
It is working. It is working. It's looking more and more appealing to the day.
Yep. I just like it's like Sekiro, but with big monsters. which is a lot like Sekiro just to start with.
If you say it's like Sekiro, then I'm already intrigued.
All right. Well, bye, chat. Love you.
Have a good rest of your night. Thank you for
Plenty of
stopping
water.
by.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, YouTube, I really stretched out this 30-minute video to an hour and 40 minutes just for ad revenue and stuff. I'm officially a YouTuber now. Let's go. I turned a 20-minute video into 2 hours. Let's go. Ad revenue. But let me know what you thought about this tier list, and if you want me to do more tier lists in the future. We got to hear mine, Tina's, Glasses, and Gail's. And like I said, I will link the VODs down below for the games that have VODs. And I will also link the actual tier list below if you'd like to do it as well for funsies. YouTube, thanks so much for watching. Once again, I think I said 30-minute video like I did with the VTuber one, and it was 2 hours. So I should just stop fucking talking because I'm always wrong. But I hope you enjoyed, YouTube. I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.